I have a whole bunch of stuff on my desk because today I am going to be setting up week 1 in my fitness and wellness planner. So stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Tracy and this is A Girl with Plans. I want to welcome you all back to my channel, and for those of you that are new, welcome. So yes, I am going to be finally starting in my Erin Condren Daily Duo, which I am using for my fitness and wellness tracking this year. For the second half of 2024, I did use a daily planner. So daily planning isn't new for me in the fitness and wellness world, but the Daily Duo is. So I have a bunch of stuff on my desk. I have a whole bunch of stamps. These came from Archer and Olive self-care box. For this one, I'm going to be using the self-care stamp. Stress level stamp. And then I also have a bunch of Temu stickers, which I thought was very, very helpful. A lot of them are icons and trackers and things like that. So there's a good tracker here where you can track your meds and your mood. And then we have like one that you track off the weather. So yeah, that's kind of like all the types of stuff that I track in this particular planner on a daily basis. Now, I'm going to be doing a voiceover as I go through it, and I'll be explaining how I utilize this planner and everything like that as we kind of get into things. And then I'm also going to come back and fill in my prep for the week. So the way I do this is on this page, I plan on planning out my meals for the week. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it for this week because New Year's Eve and New Year's Day is here. So I might just kind of skip around it and mainly prep for these days, even though I'm officially starting my journey on the 30th. I had to think, is it Monday the 30th? I am going to kind of like be a little bit, realistic and know that like when it comes to Tuesday and Wednesday, there might be some social outings going on as far as the meal prep goes. And then I'm going to write my workouts. I don't know if I'm going to write my workouts here. Probably write my workouts here, my food here. So I do like to pencil in the actual workouts I'm going to do. And I did find a list of the workouts that I plan on doing for this first week. So I'm going to pencil them in. I'll use my meals to create a grocery list. So that way I'm not buying stuff unnecessarily that'll go to waste. And then I don't know what else I'm going to do over here. I know I'm going to decorate, but I'm going to also leave this space a little bit open and talk and actually figure out how I'm going to do this. And if you have this planner and you're like, where did this come from? I did uncoil and recoil it and add some paper into this. And then I also added the 30th and I think it was the 30th and the 31st. Yeah, I added the 30th and the 31st into this planner because this one was part of the 2024 6-month planner, and I wanted it in here because I plan by the weeks and not by like the 30-day month or 31-day month. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do here. And I will kind of, because I do a lot here, I'll just kind of go through that as I set everything up. So I think this week, this is just going to be a like setup of the planner. Eventually, I think I'm going to like roll in with doing multiple filmings in one video where I'm actually showing you how I filled this in, but it's just a lot this week with all the stamping and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and roll with it. So I'm going to speed it up just a tad and then explain everything in voiceover. All right, guys, there's a few more tools that I will be using in these spreads that I just want to briefly mention. The first is that sticker book. It is the Blooms of Youth sticker book that I got from Temu, but I've also seen them on other sites such as Amazon and Shein and things like that. Whenever I see a sticker book that's like fitness and wellness related, I like pick it up because I just can't find very many. The other thing that I am using, as you can see, that's little Apple Watch stats tracker sticker. I created that myself and then printed it out on my printer and cut it with my Cricut. I may eventually put something like that in my Etsy shop. I will let you guys know if and when that happens. And then finally, I wanted to add some balloon florals to this. So I used the printable version that I got from Martina's Sticker Company. I am an affiliate, so I will have my discount code and the link down in the description box. So let's talk fitness and wellness tracking. If you're new to my channel, you may be shocked about how much stuff I track when it comes to both fitness and wellness because I track all the things. But I do want to say it has been a gradual process. I have not always tracked this much. I keep increasing what I track based on just what is going on with my body at the current time. So I have actually been tracking fitness stats since I can remember. I mean, like 15, 20 years type thing, where I used to just track it in a notebook to keep track of, like when you used to use the weight machines in the gym and you would have to remember the settings that you put it on. So like that's how long I've been tracking fitness and wellness. And then even when I started taking more fitness classes instead of using machines, I still tracked the weight sizes I used and things of that nature, just so I can kind of remember for like the next class. And then about like 10, 11 years ago, I switched the Happy Planner fitness planner to start tracking all of that stuff. Because I used to get the fitness box sets that you would be able to pick up at Michael's on Black Friday for like half off. So that is when I started incorporating like food I was eating. I kind of planned, but not really. It was more tracking still. Everything I pretty much have done has been tracking. The only thing I planned is when I was going to the gym, I would pencil in the class schedule. But I've always been more of a tracker than planner when it comes to both of these areas. So, so I started using that. And again, primarily fitness with some food logging type stuff. And then I started going to a doctor who started also tracking all of the things and testing for all of the things. So then that's where like my wellness started amping up, because she would ask me these questions about symptoms and stress and energy levels. And I forget what they were. Like if I see her every 6 months, I would forget how they were 5 months ago. I can tell her how they were this past month, but I can't really recall. It's like it was so long ago, I can't remember what happened 5 months ago. So that's why I start adding a lot of the things that I track as far as wellness here. And I also want to say I am a at-home workout girl now. I do have some fitness equipment. But I use a lot of streaming apps. So I use the Peloton streaming app and the Les Mills streaming app. The only reason why I mention that is because you'll kind of see, not necessarily, well, you will see today when I plan my workouts, but when I go to tracking my workouts and future videos, you'll kind of see how I incorporate the specific workout I do and how to monitor that and why I do that. All right, so let's just talk about what I'm tracking, right? Because I've been talking for a while now. So, like obviously I track my workouts. I do track the specifics of the workout. So if it is a strength training workout, I am going to track the weight sizes I use for each specific like exercise within that workout. So if it's squats, lunges, I will break it down and write the weight size I use. And I capture that, or where I think I'm going to capture that at, because this is my first time using this layout, is where I hand drew the box on that lined note section to the right underneath the Apple Watch tracker. That's where I'm going to record that workout information. So the other things that I stamped are all going to be for wellness. So I have my stress levels. Obviously, I said that's something that my doctor has always asked me about. So that's why I'm keeping track of that here. And then I also am stamping some things regarding the weather. So like there was like a minimum, a high and low for the weather, as well as like a little check box so you can check what the weather's doing, like raining, snow, cloudy, sunny, things like that. And that is also due to symptom related. Like I sometimes get migraines and I feel like I need to record the weather just so that way maybe I can see if it is weather related or if it is food related or some other type of related. I'm just thinking that capturing this stuff might give me a better picture to help understand where some of these things are coming from. So that's going to be it for that right side where I'm doing the stamping and the stickering and stuff. And you'll see I'm not doing anything around those hours, which is that left column. And that is because that's going to be full of all pen. I have some little icon stickers that I have previously made that I'll be using, but it's going to be filled in because I use the hours to my advantage. I love using the hours now. It's something that I just started using in the second half of 2024, and it has been, I don't even want to say a game changer, but it's just been very, very helpful. So on this particular planner, it starts at 6 a.m. So if I wake up before 6 a.m., I will still write my wake up time in the 6 a.m. slot. I'll just note that it was earlier. But so I record when I wake up, again, unless it was before 6 a.m., and then I'll just note it. I will write in my sleep quality on a scale of 1 to 10. I probably need to actually record what it means somewhere. Like, what does a 5 mean to me? So that way I'm kind of using a consistent scale. So I'm gonna do that after I film this video. And then I'll like note my hours of sleep, and if I like woke up for any extended period of time during like overnight, because that sometimes happens like on those like rough like sleep pattern intervals. I don't know what you call it, but I'll go through like a week at a time where I'll wake up at like 1:30 in the morning and be awake until 3. So yeah, I definitely want to note that. I do note when I actually eat. So if I eat breakfast at 9:30, that's when I'm going to log my food. I'm going to write it in the 9:30 time slot what I ate for breakfast. The same thing for lunch and dinner and any snacks. And I will log in my workout here as well. This is where I will write the specific title of the workout. So in the hand-drawn box in that notes section, that's where I write the specifics of the workout. Like I said, weight size, any type of metrics related to the cardio or anything like that. But in the hours, that's where I will write the title of the workout, especially because I am a streaming app girl. I like to write the specific workout if I want to go back to refer to it for any reason, but mostly it's if I want to go back and do it again, because if it was a really good workout, I might want to continue doing it like once a week, or I might want to do it like once a month to see if I can like better my stats or something like that. Or if I just really enjoyed it, I might just want to do it again. The other thing I track is my energy levels, and I do that multiple times a day unless I have to go into the office, and then it might be 1, it might be 2. But if I'm at home, I do track it multiple times a day. And that has been very, very important to track, because I do have kind of ups and downs when it relates to energy. And again, I do that on a scale from 1 to 10, which I'm going to have to define at some point. So I'll probably do that in a little bit as well. And then I think that may be it for what I track in the hours, which really fills up. So sometimes if I don't have enough space, that's when I use arrows and put it in a different time slot and things like that. So here I am going to, as I said, this is where I am planning out my weeks. I am writing in the workout that I'm going to do. I have went into those apps that I use, like I said, the Peloton and the Les Mills, and I have found the specific workouts that I am going to do. And I write the date of the workout so I can find it. I've already bookmarked them to make my life easier too. But that way I don't have to do thinking. When that time comes that I'm going to work out on Monday, I already know the workout I'm going to do. So all I got to do is load it up on my TV and go. And then I'm going to just kind of decide what I'm going to eat for the week. I only cook for me. It's just me. So it is a little easy, and there's not very much variety in my meals for the week. I keep it very, very simple. Sometimes I do the same breakfast every week, and sometimes I switch it up between 1 or 2. The same thing with lunch and the same thing with dinner. I keep it so simple. So meal planning is probably not exciting. That's why I don't really talk about it as much on my channel. And now I'm taking the meal plans to come up with the grocery list. And then finally, I'll set some priorities at the bottom, which was just move daily, meal plan, and track my food. All right, guys, I think that about wraps it up. So I did my little grocery list based on my meal plan here. So that should be fine. I think everything is pretty much good to go. Sunday is probably going to be whatever I meal prep for next Monday. It's probably what it's going to be. So that's why I'm kind of going to leave that blank. And then that's how I set up the week. I don't know what I'm going to do with this page, because like I said, this came from a different planner altogether. So then you had this. So I just kind of need to like maybe tape them together, because I can't get rid of them. So I think I'm going to just tape them together, because it's going to be weird to use the page in the middle of my planner. Oh, I just ran out. That's okay. I think it's fine. There we go. Because that's what I would rather do. Flip like that. So yeah, there we go. And then this week, this is where I'm going to sum up the week, and then we'll start it all over again the following week. Now, the next video that I do like this, where I am coming at you and kind of doing a prep for the week ahead, I'll probably still do this portion on camera, but all of this will be done off camera. So I probably won't film that, obviously, if I do it off camera. And then I will come back and I will do multiple days of me filling in my a daily log for the week when it comes to fitness and wellness. So I figured I didn't need to do that this week, being I did a voiceover explaining what I do for you. I feel like it might be duplicative, so definitely be on the lookout for future videos to see me actually filling in this planner on a daily basis. Well, not every day. I'll just film a few days worth because it gets very repetitive. All right, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to hit that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing, as well as hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified when I release new content. That's all I have for now. Good luck in 2025, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.